Iowa City.
All right, we are now taking your questions for the veterinarian here, Allan Berger. And first on the line is Michelle. What's going on?
Yeah, we have a cat that has been doing her business outside of the litter box, and we talked to the vet about it, and he put her on hydroxyzine.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if it's an allergy or something like that, hydroxyzine might help. Other things where I usually start with cats that are having litter box problems, and you might be past this, is just behavioral issues in terms of do you have the right number of litter boxes, and the universal rule is you need 1 litter box per cat plus 1 extra in the house. Make sure the litter box is clean, make sure the litter box is in a happy place. If you put it right next to the clothes dryer that you've got tennis shoes in it, it goes ba-dump, 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 ba-dump. No cat wants to do his or her business there. But yeah, if you've got a medical problem to where you think that that's what's causing either stress or inability to control urination, then yes, some medications sometimes will help.
All right, thank you so much. And now we go to Shirley. You have another question for us. Oh, looks like we may have lost Shirley. Now, what about this cat? Who is this?
This is Pulaski, and Pulaski was on the show with me 4 weeks ago. Back then, he was still in rehab. He's doing a lot better now. He's ready to go to a home. Pulaski was hit by a car. I want to say it's been a full 2.5 months ago. Both back legs were broken. One of them we had to amputate because the fracture was open and it just wasn't going to do well. This back leg here has 3 nails in it that held the bone back together. It's healed now. He does limp on it a little bit, but he's ready for home. He's a pretty low energy guy. He's quite independent. He's only a few months old. I'm guessing he's 4 or 5 months old, maybe closer to 5 months now. But unfortunately, he's lived about 3 months of his 5 in a veterinary hospital, so he needs a home.
Very good. Well, it looks like we have Shirley back on the line. Shirley, do you have a question?
Yes. My daughter has a 10-year-old Yorkie, which was just diagnosed as being blind. My daughter has a 10-year-old Yorkie, which was just diagnosed as being blind. It came on in less than a month. Very healthy, playful, eats great. Veterinarian said blood work was good. Eyes look so cloudy. Any other suggestions, or does veterinarian can tell, or should we go further?
Well, it depends on where in the eye the cloudiness is coming from. First of all, blind dogs generally do pretty well. So if medically the dog is fine, the dog probably doesn't need to read the newspaper or drive or anything like that. So, and it's not great, but most dogs, as I said, get along just fine. They can find food, they're happy, as long as you don't move the furniture around. If it's a cataract that's the cause of the cloudiness, and the eye is otherwise normal, you can do cataract surgery in a dog and remove the lens, but the cloudiness could be somewhere else, so a lot depends on exactly where in the eye the blindness is caused by. So you have some options, but I don't think it's an emergency where, hey, you got to figure this out right away.
All right, thank you for calling in, and Dr. Berger, thank you for being here and bringing in the guests here. But we will have our financial expert that's coming up tomorrow. Stay here on TV9. We'll be right back.